This is Phil Tocco, and you're watching the Agri-Food Safety Minute, the web series designed to get you one step closer to GAP certification every week. A properly working sewage treatment system is critical to preventing contamination to the fields adjacent to it. Often a septic system is not considered as something that needs to be accounted for in a GAP audit. But a failure of a septic system can be catastrophic to produce in adjacent fields and can render them unsalvageable. GAP auditors are looking for two relatively specific things with regards to sewage treatment. First, they want to know and see that all sewage systems near your production area are working properly. Second, they want to know that there are no landfills or sewage treatment facilities adjacent to the operation. Both these items are visually inspected for, making it important that you know what the auditor will find before the audit takes place. Septic systems require regular pumping to work effectively. You may wish to keep pumping records, such as receipts of pumpings, in a separate folder, but handy in the event that they're asked for during the audit. Relatively regular inspection of your leach fields is not only appropriate, but recommended. When inspecting your leach field, look for signs of failing septic systems. Signs of a failing septic system include variable bands of vegetation over the leach field, seepage on the ground, and ultimately, sewage backing up into the residence. If there have been any sewage spills or evidence of septic system failure either within the production area or adjacent to the production area, produce should be destroyed within 5 feet of the spill. The auditor will also look for any landfills or sewage treatment plants that are adjacent to the production area. If they are adjacent to the production areas, you can choose to leave a 100-yard buffer uncultivated between the facility and your production area, or you can choose not to farm any of the fields that are immediately adjacent to the facility. The auditor is looking for due diligence with regards to minimizing the risk of foodborne illness, visual evidence that it's taking place, and documentation that it's been taking place in the past. Monitoring for problems is the first step. Implementing changes or developing mitigation strategies is the next step. Documenting regular sewage treatment and discarding any contaminated produce is the final step. You can find a guidance document in our show notes that further articulates these issues. Thanks for joining us this week. We hope to see you again next week on the Agri-Food Safety Minute.